Hope springs eternal in the human breast, man never is, but always to be blessed. Be not the first by whom the new are tried, nor yet the last to lay the old aside. Honor and shame from no condition rise. Act well your part, there all the honor lies. Teach me to feel another's woe, to hide the fault I see, that mercy I to others show, that mercy show to me. To be angry is to revenge the faults of others on ourselves. A little learning is a dangerous thing, drink deep, or taste not the Pierian spring. Must be taught as if you taught them not, and things unknown proposed as things forgot. Lo! The poor Indian, whose untutored mind sees God in clouds, or hears him in the wind. For forms of government let fools contest, whatever is best administered is best. Charms strike the sight, but merit wins the soul. Act well your part, there all the honor lies. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. Blessed is the man who expects nothing, for he shall never be disappointed was the ninth beatitude. On life's vast ocean diversely we sail. Reason's the card, but passion the gale. A brain of feathers, and a heart of lead. The most positive men are the most credulous. No one should be ashamed to admit he is wrong, which is but saying, in other words, that he is wiser today than he was yesterday. Nature and nature's laws lay hid in the night. God said, "Let Newton be." And all was light. There is a certain majesty and simplicity which is far above all the quaintness of wit. And, after all, what is a lie? 'Tis but the truth in a masquerade. What some call health, if purchased by perpetual anxiety about diet, isn't much better than tedious disease. 'Tis education forms the common mind, just as the twig is bent the tree's inclined. Some people will never learn anything, for this reason, because they understand everything too soon. All nature is but art unknown to thee. On wrong swift vengeance waits. The same ambition can destroy or save, and make a patriot as it makes a knave. The bookful blockhead, ignorantly read, with loads of learned lumber in his head. They dream in courtship, but in wedlock wake. Beauties in vain their pretty eyes may roll, charms strike the sight, but merit wins the soul. Histories are more full of examples of the fidelity of dogs than of friends. All are but parts of one stupendous whole, whose body nature is, and God the soul. Passions are the gales of life. The greatest magnifying glasses in the world are a man's own eyes when they look upon his own person. Praise undeserved is satire in disguise. Trust not yourself, but your defects to know. Make use of every friend and every foe. Who shall decide when doctors disagree, and soundest casuists stout, like you and me? The hungry judges soon the sentence sign, and wretches hang that jurymen may dine. Happy the man whose wish and care a few paternal acres bound, content to breathe his native air in his own ground. The proper study of mankind is man. How shall I lose the sin, yet keep the sense, and love the offender, yet detest the offense?
Party spirit at best is but the madness of many for the gain of a few. Of manners gentle, of affections mild, in wit a man, simplicity, a child. A wit with dunces, and a dunce with wits. Those move easiest who have learned to dance. At every word a reputation dies. Health consists with temperance alone. The vulgar boil, the learned roast, an egg. No woman ever hates a man for being in love with her, but many a woman hate a man for being a friend to her. Know then thyself, presume not God to scan, the proper study of mankind is man. Fools admire, but men of sense approve. A person who is too nice an observer of the business of the crowd, like one who is too curious in observing the labor of bees, will often be stung for his curiosity. How prone to doubt, how cautious are the wise. So vast is art, so narrow human wit. Education forms the common mind. Just as the twig is bent, the tree's inclined. An honest man's the noblest work of God. For modes of faith let graceless zealots fight, his can't be wrong whose life is in the right. The ruling passion, be it what it will. The ruling passion conquers reason still. 'Tis but a part we see, and not a whole. Genius creates, and taste preserves. Taste is the good sense of genius, without taste, genius is only sublime folly. Woman's at best a contradiction still. How happy is the blameless vestal's lot. The world forgetting, by the world forgot. Slave to no sect, who takes no private road, but looks through nature up to nature's God.
And die of nothing but a rage to live. Order is heaven's first law. Behold the child, by nature's kindly law pleased with a rattle, tickled with a straw, in words, As fashions, the same rule will hold, alike fantastic, if too new, or old. Be not the first by whom the new are tried, nor yet the last to lay the old aside. Never elated when someone's oppressed, never dejected when another one's blessed. 'Tis not enough your counsel still be true, blunt truths more mischief than nice falsehoods do. Satan is wiser now than before, and tempts by making rich instead of poor. The way of the creative works through change and transformation, so that each thing receives its true nature and destiny and comes into permanent accord with the great harmony. This is what furthers and what perseveres. Not to go back is somewhat to advance, and men must walk, at least, before they dance. I find myself hoping a total end of all the unhappy divisions of mankind by party spirit, which at best is but the madness of many for the gain of a few. Is pride, the never-failing vice of fools. One science only will one genius fit, so vast is art, so narrow human wit. If a man's character is to be abused, there's nobody like a relative to do the business. Not always actions show the man, we find who does a kindness is not therefore kind. Know then this truth, enough for man to know virtue alone is happiness below. The learned is happy, nature to explore, the fool is happy, that he knows no more. Like Cato, give his little senate laws, and sit attentive to his own applause. Get place and wealth, if possible with grace, if not, by any means get wealth and place. Remembrance and reflection how allied. What thin partitions divide sense from thought. A work of art that contains theories is like an object on which the price tag has been left. But blind to former as to future fate, what mortal knows his pre-existent state? Never find fault with the absent. The world forgetting, by the world forgot. Gentle dullness ever loves a joke. Fondly we think we honor merit then, when we but praise ourselves and other men. Hope travels through, nor quits us when we die. True ease in writing comes from art, not chance, as those move easiest who have learned to dance. A cherub's face, a reptile all the rest. Pride is still aiming at the best houses, men would be angels, angels would be gods. Aspiring to be gods, if angels fell, aspiring to be angels men rebel. And all who told it added something new, and all who heard it, made enlargements too. Some old men, continually praise the time of their youth. In fact, you would almost think that there were no fools in their days, but unluckily they themselves are left as an example. A God without dominion, providence, and final causes, is nothing else but fate and nature. Wit is the lowest form of humor. True politeness consists in being easy oneself, and in making everyone about one as easy as one can. The worst of madmen is a saint run mad. Our passions are like convulsion fits, which, though they make us stronger for a time, leave us the weaker ever after. Whoever thinks a faultless piece to see, thinks what ne'er was, nor is, nor e'er shall be. To observations which ourselves we make, we grow more partial for th observer's sake. Extremes in nature equal ends produce, in man they join to some mysterious use. Men would be angels, angels would be gods. Lulled in the countless chambers of the brain, our thoughts are linked by many a hidden chain, awake but one, and in what myriads rise. Virtue she finds too painful an endeavor, contented well in decencies forever. Never was it given to mortal man, to lie so boldly as we women can. The difference is too nice, where ends the virtue or begins the vice. But Satan now is wiser than of yore, and tempts by making rich, not making poor. Man never thinks himself happy, but when he enjoys those things which others want or desire. Many men have been capable of doing a wise thing, more a cunning thing, but very few a generous thing. Lo, what huge heaps of littleness around!